Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading. I'm Empress Rose, and this is going to be, of course, a general reading. I do personal readings, and you're welcome to contact me for those. And also, I just want to let you know that I have very thoroughly pre-shuffled these cards. It's just time-consuming and loud to do it on camera. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to start with the Oracle of Mystical Moments, which will give us sort of an overall vibe. Okay, we need something true for Gemini. What does Gemini need? What does Gemini need? What does Gemini need? What does Gemini need? All right. Okay, we've got a little bundle here. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. So we have, under my umbrella, we have protection of an idea. It's a much bigger idea than you are, and you are protecting it from the rain, from the weather, from life. So you're feeling very protective. You are also... There's a lot of protective energy here. And so your Lorelei, and typically you read this as like you're the boat and here's this thing that's controlling you and yanking you around. And so you may have not as much control as you want. And it's not like a real mature energy that's in control of the situation. But this, I'm feeling like this mermaid here is protecting this emotional situation right here. Very protective of her boat and her people. She takes it seriously. They're not anchored. She's holding the anchor. They're up, but she's also not really actually jerking them around very much, is she? She's very calm, and she's letting them, they may be a little upset and a little worried, it looks like, because there's a giant child mermaid that's in control here. But you can see on her face, she's very calm. She's not really jerking anyone around. She's got it. Don't worry about it. And then we have this very sweet card, the journey. We're beginning on a journey, and we've just met someone who we're going to be on this journey with for a very long time. This is a sister card to another card where both of them have aged quite a bit. So this is the beginning of a long relationship or friendship, and maybe that's what you're being protective of, is this the beginnings of a long loving relationship that maybe you're not completely in control of. All right, now we're going to go into the Santa Muerte deck for the regular reading. And again, I've thoroughly pre-shuffled these, but I'll do a little on-camera shuffle, and I don't take reversals on this deck. Well, the deck's going to do what the deck's going to do. All right, this is your past. This is your present. This is your internal landscape. This is what blocks you. This is the external landscape. This is what you're up to, what you need to do, and this is your future. All right, in the past we have a Nine of Wands energy, which is sort of this harvesting what we've got, doing some gardening. It's not the most peaceful harvest. Is an unsettled energy here. I don't know if these plants are weeds or if they just have outworn, they're just ready to be harvested, but whatever, you chop down some big chunk of your garden here, and maybe it was done, maybe it was never useful, and maybe it was done being useful to you, but you chopped it down. It's not a very peaceful situation. There's a lot of sort of drama and unsettled energy in that. So, and currently you are the King of Wands. There's a lot of wands here. So there's a lot of like inspiration, which I think really matches this protection of an idea. You're having a lot of inspiration right now. There's a new idea. So anyway, here's a King of Wands. You are pointing the way onward and upward. We have accomplished what we came here to accomplish, and it's time to move forward. I feel like in a way you're pointing at the divine, sort of like this was here I am. Yes, I am resting. I am relaxed. On my old snag in my garden. I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to do anything, but I have ideas, and there's still a passionate energy. You may have accomplished a lot, but there's more you want to do. And there's something about like acknowledging the divine presence in your life. And maybe that's this. Maybe that's this thing that controls things we can't control. There seems to be, just the way I'm reading it today, an acknowledgement of that. Maybe a blaming. Maybe there's a blaming of something else. She's yanking us around, not, you know. So in your internal landscape, you have inspiration. You have this true understanding, suddenly this epiphany where you've seen something, you understand what's going on, maybe where you've been, maybe what's happened here. You have this new thing that's going to be, and it's just now coming into you as an inspiration, as an epiphany, an idea. And so you're starting to like, it's a very sudden realization. You're starting to realize and understand something for the first time. And it's an idea that's just entering your life right now. And, you know, it's the first one. So it's got, maybe it'll have a whole cycle. Maybe we won't go through the whole cycle. Maybe it will have this whole cycle. But looking at this card, it looks like you're going to go through the whole sort of thought process and idea cycle here. So what's blocking you is strength. You're not controlling your inner demons very well here. You've got, and maybe that's part of this like sort of slash and burn anger way in which you got rid of the things that were no longer useful to you. So we have like a wrestling of inner demons, and it looks like that's not happening very successfully. That's what's blocking you, is you're just not, you need more strength, or maybe you're being too strong and too controlling, although I'm not seeing any other situation here in which indicates that you're being too controlling. So I'm just, you know, what's blocking you is not keeping your internal strength, not being strong enough for what's coming at you right now. And this one too has a little bit of like controlling yourself and controlling these ideas and keeping something in check, keeping this immature, there's a lot of strings here, keeping this immature animal thing in check. And so maybe this isn't sort of, this seems to be a little bit like this. I mean, we have a person controlling an animal. This animal, granted, seems a little calmer than this one. So there is like some sort of need to control that inner, some sort of inner animal. And that's a problem here. And then we have more control here. We have these strings on this one. So there's some kind of control issue, not controlling yourself and or also controlling other people too much. It's so often that those two things go together. Someone who's having a lot of difficulty controlling themselves and their emotions projects that onto other people and then attempts to control other people because they're having the difficulty controlling their emotions. So it just seems easier to them, since they're not capable of doing that or don't have the skill set yet that they need to do that, for them to like then start telling other people what to do and how they need to be and that kind of thing. And that seems a simpler way to have a sense of control. It's not. So that's what's blocking. You need to control yourself, not other people. And then we have this 8 of Wands. We have in your environment, really painful communications, conflict, screaming almost, a really unpleasant moment going on around you, with lots of bad communication and difficult moments and difficult emotions and intensity. There's just an intense warlike feeling to this card. It's very unsettled energy, extremely unsettled energy. And something needs to be communicated urgently. And that's the environment that you're finding yourself in, is lots of urgent communication going on. And then when we have here your to-do list, we have the Lovers. We have two people that are going to work together. So I almost want to say this echoes too here. This card has echoes in all of these cards, even different meanings. So we have the Lovers, and this can be like choices to make. Also two people coming together that are going to work together and work really well. There's a sort of a divine destiny situation happening here, where this key is being given, this key to unlock this heart is being gifted to you from the divine. So there's actually like several divine situations. And so I'm wondering if this guy was just wanting to point that out, that we have this divine inspiration, epiphany, and then we have this sort of divine bringing together of two people that are going to need to work together, and they're going to open up something very beautiful together. Ancient too. A passionate project. They're going to open that up together. Maybe it's this thing that you're protecting. And then because that's in your to-do list, let's just go ahead and look up the to-do, the advice of the dead here in the booklet. Having chosen the direction, proceed without hesitation towards that road. It will probably be the harder road, but it will reveal itself without doubt to be the best way to gain what you love. So decide what you want to do and go for it. And then in our future, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is a possible outcome of the situation. And this is a farmer. So, it looks like you've had an idea and it's telling you to go ahead, choose to go with it. You got to do some, it's kind of a difficult environment. You got to wrestle with a few of your own inner demons, but it's saying make this choice and go towards it. It's divinely directed. And then it's saying what lies ahead is going to be some hard work. But look, these little guys are growing. But we've got everything we need. We've got sun, we've got water, we've got dirt, and we've got this farmer who's going to work his ass off to make these things come up and to bring these things to the light and help these things grow. So it looks like you've just started on a new journey. You've got a new idea. You're coming from this past where you've had to cut out some things, and now you're sort of holding your own. You're having these ideas and inspiration, and you're a little protective of it, but it's saying go for it. Plant these seeds and work on them. It's going to be work ahead. These are both like collaboration cards, and this is a collaboration card. So if you're wanting to collaborate with somebody, this is definitely saying now is a great time to do that. And you should. All right, dear Gemini, I hope this was helpful for you. Of course, please like, subscribe, comment. It helps the algorithm, and it also just helps me know that my messages were received and understood. So have a wonderful day. Thank you.